InsideThunder.com. Powered by iHeartMedia, Oklahoma City.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena, and you fans have seen this movie before. You know how it ends. There was no surprise here tonight. The Thunder got off to a very hot start. They looked super for most of the game, and then a few things went wrong here and there. The Nets got in front. The Thunder could not close it out. Reggie Jackson had a chance to win it with a three-pointer right at the end, but he just missed it, and the Thunder go down to the Brooklyn Nets 94-92. Both teams came in with a losing streak. The Nets had lost 5 in a row. They snapped that one tonight. The Thunder had come in with a 4-game losing streak. They extend that to 5. That's the first time they have had a losing streak like that since the 2008-2009 season, the team's first here in Oklahoma City. We talked to head coach Scotty Brooks afterwards, and we were in the locker room where it was very quiet. Jeremy Lamb didn't have a lot to say, but how he said it spoke volumes.
Well, obviously I didn't like the outcome of the game, but I will say this: throughout this season, we have demonstrated that we are more than capable of winning games. A couple of breaks go our way, a couple of shots drop. The game tonight could easily have gone our way, but I'm proud of the guys' effort. I know they give everything they have, and that's all I can ask for. And we're going to keep battling. We're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep playing for each other. And hopefully things turn our way. And some of these unlucky, bounce here, a bounce there. We couldn't get to the free throw line, and we got them to the free throw line 30 times. This is a team that doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. So those are the breaks that we have to continue to fight through.
Coach, in the fourth, especially the last couple of minutes, it looked like it turned into mostly almost a one-man offensive show. Was that something that you had schemed up, or were you hoping to find a little bit more passing?
No, we wanted to keep passing. We had some stretches throughout the game where we were the ball was a little sticky, but we were trying to play the right way throughout the game. We didn't make shots. It's our offense is it's going to be some issues, and we knew that going into that. But when you have your offense struggling, we need to get to the free throw line. We didn't get to the free throw line, and when we got there, we missed a few. So those are things that we have to continue to be cognizant of. So when this happens, when we have trouble scoring, we have ability to manufacture some points at the free throw line.
You mentioned all the close losses. How much more demoralizing is a close loss like this than like a 10-point loss? And what's the team's mood right now? That look pretty emotional after the game.
Well, the one thing I will say, and I've been saying this for 7 years now, I love the team that I'm able to coach. We compete, we play for each other, and we're a competitive group. And they're not happy. I mean, not one guy in that locker room is pleased, whether they played, did not play, or did not dress. They're not happy, but they're going to continue to fight, and they're going to continue to compete for each other, and we're going to have to figure out how to play a little bit better. We're close. I've been saying that for a while now. I love the spirit that we play with. A couple of things, a couple of mental lapses here and there we have to correct, and then we can change it around. But we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep playing. We're going to keep competing for each other.
Nick Thunder.media.com. You get Andre Robertson back for 20 minutes. Just what is the dynamic that he brings to the team?
Well, he brings defensive toughness, which we like. His length. I thought he battled the 21 minutes that he played. He competed every possession. That's what you want. You want guys that are going to compete every possession. You can't give up a possession, because what happens is they make a three, they get a layup, and then they get hot. And that's why we have to have guys out there who are going to compete every second of every play.
Coach Tim Farley, Ion, Oklahoma. On the final shot, was that drawn up on the sideline for Reggie to take the shot?
Well, there's an option where we could have did a better job of setting the screen so he can get a closer catch, but they did a good job of pushing him out. His first option was to drive and try to create an opportunity for a layup because he's one of the best layup makers from that spot. And then if they do collapse, kick it out to a wide open shooter. But you got to live with those. You got to live with those. Those are growing pains that we all have to continue to work on. The shot did look good. I thought that shot was going down. It's unfortunate because he worked really. He had a terrific game. He really competed. He did a good job of putting us in the position to being down 2 with a few seconds to go.
Darnell Maybert, Oklahoma. This is Reggie's 4th or 5th straight game where he's had an opportunity to tie or win the game in crunch time. Just what's your take of how he's performed in those situations? Obviously, he's not making the shots right now, but just your overall takeaway of how he's performing in those situations.
Well, you want to be able to make shots down the stretch. A lot of times you focus on the last shot, and there's so many other plays that can put us over the hump. But if you're just going to focus on that, he's obviously wants to make some of those shots. If not, all of those shots. A couple of them were tough shots. Tonight wasn't a bad shot. We probably could have got something at the basket. We were in the bonus, down 2. We got shooters on the court, so I thought he could have had an opportunity to drive, but he did get a good look. He got a clean look, clean 3. The ball went in and out.
Jeremy, you guys grinded, but fell a little short. What was the message in the locker room after the game?
Stay together.
What fueled the comeback there in the closing minutes for you guys?
Staying together. Defense.
What was the key defensively during that stretch that allowed you guys to get back into this one?
Just contesting everything. Trying to make them miss.
Coach keeps talking in his press conference after the game that he's so proud of your guys' effort and how much you stick together and your grit. He's mentioned a couple of times, but it just doesn't seem to be enough every game. What do you think it's going to be that we need to push over that couple of points that we're behind?
I have no idea. I don't know.
How much tougher is this stretch to take right now? The fact that you guys are in every game, a lot of them are coming down to the final minutes, but you guys just can't get over the hump.
Just gotta find a way. No, I don't know if it's tougher or whatever. It's tough, but I don't know. Just gotta find a way.
Jeremy Lamb saying he has no idea how the Thunder will get over the hump. They have come so close so many times this season. A couple of people have said, if NBA games were only 3 quarters long instead of 4, the Thunder might very well be 11-3 instead of 3-11. But 3-11 is what they are, last place in the Western Conference. Just quickly, a couple of statistical notes. Reggie Jackson led the way for the Thunder tonight. He had 21 points and 8 assists. Serge Ibaka had 16 points and 10 rebounds. Anthony Morrow with 11 points. And the Thunder end up shooting 44.7%. The Nets at 46.3%. Thunder will continue this homestand. They're here on Sunday. The Golden State Warriors will be in town. The Splash Brothers will be here. And then on Wednesday, it's Utah. And Friday, Derek Fisher comes back to town with his New York Knicks. We'll keep you updated as we roll on. So keep clicking back to InsideThunder.com.